What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Genetic Canvas. We always showcase mutations with different breeders to try to give people new inspiration and go over different identifiers and how just try to educate ourselves and others of how we see these morphs and these different combos nowadays, because with the ball python game especially, these combos have gotten pretty insane. And one of those combos that has been really taken off over the past few years is the hurricane mutation. So this episode, we're going to highlight the hurricane, the blitz, and the trick. And for anybody that would be newer to the hobby, they may not be familiar with the blitz and the trick as much as the hurricane, but they are all the same mutation, recently founded by genetic testing. And for me, the lease in line trick was the original, because back in the 2000s, 2004, 2005, there was the lease in line black pastel from Gary Leeson, and they isolated the trick gene out of it because it really tricked out the black pastel gene and added a lot of little eyebrows, as they called them, around the keyholes and stuff. And nowadays, we learned that there was three original animals. The other one, the blitz, and then the other one, the hurricane, were proven later on in 2010, whereas the trick was actually isolated in 2007. So that's kind of where the separation came in, especially with the history in my mind, because I was like, whoa, where did these mutations come from later on down the road? And they kind of look the same, but like I said, now we know they are the same, but just kind of different origins, or they spread out to different origins and were proven in different places. So super interesting interactions with a lot of different mutations, and I'm excited to see all of the new animals and go over all of the different genetic stacking and comparisons that this episode is going to be full of. So how are you doing tonight, Tyler? Welcome back.
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I think I missed the last two episodes or something like that. Scheduling conflicts, but no, I'm excited, really excited for this episode. I don't have Hurricane Trick or Blitz, which, yeah, I know, dude. So it's definitely something I need to get into, and one of our guests has probably my what I'll be getting into later. Hey, I hear you backstage.
The
Um,
backstage going wild. The play chats out there.
yeah, so I'm excited to see all the combos with it. I love a lot of the Hurricane combos. And the also the guy who founded Blitz lives 50 minutes away from me, so it's I think going to be a pretty cool episode. I'm excited to see what our guests have to show.
Yeah, and it's a more popular mutation lately, the past 5 years especially. And I think that a lot of people are more familiar with it. But the one interesting thing about the hurricane is when you work it outside of the clown, and that's where I'm really excited to see where these breeders are working it, because in clown we know it does amazing things. We know it stacks really well with things like the spot nose and the pompeys and lace and all that. It kind of actually interacts similar to the spot nose in clown combos. And when you have animals that could be hurricane or spot nose in the same clutch, sometimes it can get a little muddy differentiating the two in those clown combos specifically. But outside of clown, you get a lot of different variation, a lot of distinctive pattern differences that are notably intriguing, and honestly, they're just really moldable. I love the little muscle arms and the hooks and everything, which I think a lot of people are unfamiliar with the split gene, and the split gene is actually kind of muddled through the hurricane lease and line trick. I don't believe it was ever attached to the blitz, not to my knowledge, but I know that it was attached originally to the trick and to the hurricane, and it's a little bit muddled through collections here in the U.S., but it's really strongly worked overseas with Hans Venner and Europe. I think it's Europe, but the split gene really makes that single gene hurricane interaction wild and really whacks it out. So hopefully we can get a few examples of that. And if we don't get any examples of that, check out Big Mike at Ramery's Rolls. He had a recent YouTube video on Black Pastel Hurricane Clutch where he identified the split mutation in his single gene hurricanes and got it confirmed from Hans Venner that that's exactly what it was. So just some interesting tidbits that you should know if you don't.
Yeah.
So let's get into the chat tonight. Let's see who the first 10 people were joining us. I know up top we got Frank at Locked and Loaded in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see, Mike and Melissa, Proxima Reptilis. Yeah, Weekend Warriors in the building. I was like, they're Weekend Warriors, right? Appreciate y'all. If you don't know, the Weekend Warriors is a subscription to the channel. It's the highest subscription tier, and you get a shout out on every episode when you're in the chats joining us live. Coffins Critters in the building. Appreciate you. John Lucky's Pythons in the house. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Scott and Jordan, the Genetic Genesis, show sponsors in the house. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys stop by their Morph Market and check them out. They've been loading it up with available animals. Jamie, Tire Gods Morph in the building. We appreciate you joining. Will, 217, Weekend Warrior in the house. Appreciate you, man. Dropping the whiskey bombs in the chat. Be like Will. Drop them whiskey bombs. Courtney Faust and Furious. It was good seeing you at the show. Spring Creek, Weekend Warrior in the building. Appreciate you joining us tonight. And let's see, we got James B. Easy in the building. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. All the hurricane lovers, Outdoors with Jay, young homie Jay in the building. We appreciate you, man. It's good meeting you at the show, too. Kana, how you doing tonight? Batman Nation, appreciate you joining us tonight in the house. So, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And if you're new in the chats, new to the show, new to the channel, make sure you just drop a comment, say hi so that we can turn you blue, make you a page moderator, and that way we never miss a comment of yours when you want to ask a question for the guests or just even add a little bit of information for yourselves, because we ask questions to the audience every now and then while we're live too, which is another reason why if you are watching this replay, you should comment #ReplayGang and make sure you join us next week live so that you can get your questions answered in the chats. So what do you got on for merch over there tonight, Tyler?
I got Lorenzo from Jersey Balls. Good buddy of mine. We do a lot of business together, and I need more of his shirts. So yeah, go follow him if you don't already. He's got a lot of nice stuff. Yeah. What do you got, Jared?
Heck yeah. And if you don't know, make sure you go over to his website, Fuzzy Acres, and use code WhiskeyBomb10 for 10% off your order. And anything over $300 ships free. So make sure you guys go check out those United States captive bred rodent feeders for your animals. High quality not just rodents either. It's quails, rabbits, everything. So make sure you guys go over there for all of your feeder needs, not just rodents.
Yeah.
And use code WhiskeyBomb10 for 10% off. Definitely had to get you on there because can't forget that. But we got the new shirt from Sammy, the other show sponsor, both Pythons. Appreciate you. And up top, we got Husbandry Pro. Make sure you guys are using code Selective60 for a 60-day free trial. And if your account has been, abused and not used for over 6 months, you guys can use that code and get another 60-day free trial if it's been, stagnant for that long. But Sammy's rolling through the back with the Daytona. I gotta roll the shirt around for Sammy here. But yeah, he came through with the Daytona shirt here, so shout out to Sammy.
Sir. Yeah, and one more quick thing on Fuzzy Acres and Lorenzo. Lorenzo is actually my distributor for all of New Jersey and New York City. So if you have
Oh,
want
really?
these, yep. So every other week I drive out there, I deliver him a ton of live and frozen rodents. So if you need or want stuff from my stock, hit up Lorenzo and you can fill orders if you're towards New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia area. He takes care of all my customers over there.
Heck yeah, that's awesome, man. Make sure you guys hit them up. And if you guys, speaking of the pink, if you guys love piebalds, I know a lot of people love piebalds. I know a lot of new keepers are watching these types of shows where we're highlighting mutations. Make sure you guys hit up Sammy at Bull Pythons because that's what the man loves. He loves to breed piebald mutations, and he's got some really, really pretty ones at great prices. So hit Sammy up at Bull Pythons for piebalds. That's not it. He's got other projects too. But I'm just saying, he's the piebald king as far as going over there for the Super Orange Dreams and all that stuff. So. And then Black Box Reptile Cages, use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off your order. And we got a couple more codes here. Forever Kennedy, make sure you guys use code WhiskeyBomb10 for 10% off your order. And anything over $50 ships for free at Forever Kennedy. And if you haven't seen the hats that he's been making and the merch that he's been making for all the breeders in the industry, definitely go check it out because he's hitting everything where other embroiders say they can't do it. He's been doing it. So definitely kudos to Nick over there and the family at Forever Kennedy. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, I think that pretty much we got one more, and that's the best one of all, of course. ShedTesting.com, Whiskey Bomb 10 for 10% off 2 shed test orders. And if you didn't know, the whole price list has been revamped. So $35 off your first test, $10 for an additional test on the same snake shed, and $5 per test on that same individual shed for every morph after that. And you can get, I think it was 10 sheds, 10 tests per shed for $85 per shed. So amazing deal, amazing prices. Full panels for $125. I I run to the mailbox when he changed those prices. So definitely, if you have sheds waiting around, send them in.
Yes, sir.
So we appreciate everybody in the chats. We'll be shouting y'all out throughout the episode, and we appreciate our sponsors. We already got you the codes, but make sure you guys check out all these videos because there are some amazing breeders in there with some morph markets and some other codes inside of these promotional videos. So don't go anywhere. Relax, have your green tea, have your drink, and we'll be right back.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. Static Morphs, an up-and-coming breeder, has been working quietly under the radar and producing some heat, most notably working Stranger and Chocolate into DG, Clown, and Pied combos. Go on their Morph Market today and see what they have available. Lindworm Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dual boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Black Box Reptile Cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off. Ninja Balls is more than a breeder, he's a creator. He's the innovative thinker that brought you the Kiki Ball. He strives to make living works of art and improve upon them year in and year out. Follow him today on Instagram at Morph Market and know that with each purchase you make, you're getting quality. Selected Reptiles works with a wide range of genetic combos, including Hypo-VPI Exantic, DG-VPI Exantic, and Zebra, but where they stand out is their work with Monsoon, Monarch, Sunset, and other high-end morphs. In addition to reptiles, they produce premium feeder rodents delivering to Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Make sure to use promo code WhiskeyBomb5 for 5% off any snake. Check them out on Wolf Market or reach out directly. From fur to feathers, Fuzzy Acres has your feeder needs covered. Whether you're looking for frozen rats, bulk rabbits, or harder to find feeders like quail and guinea pigs, they've got the stock serious keepers rely on. Visit fuzzyacres.com for clean, healthy feeders that are frozen and shipped with care. Remember to use code WhiskeyBomb10 to save 10% on any order, and as always, enjoy free shipping on all orders over $300. Grant and Mary of Rec Room Snakes have been breeding ball pythons and Woma pythons for over a decade. They're staples within the ball python realm and most notably known for their work with the paint mutation and putting it to multiple codoms and recessives to truly unlock its potential. Please give them a follow on Morph Market to check out their incredible animals and on Instagram to keep up with their projects.
Hell yeah, shout out to our sponsors. They are the ones that make... Huh? Yeah, everyone can hear you, Troy. But Scott and Jordan Genetic Genesis, happy birthday over there. Make sure everybody drops those birthday comments in the chats. But shout out to our sponsors. There are network sponsors in that video. They're the ones that make it possible to bring this to you in this platform and also help make it possible to bring you guys a different show every single day of the week with sometimes multiples on the same day. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the network, and let's get into this episode tonight.
Yes, sir.
First, we have a couple bits of news. Make sure you guys catch last week's episode. Of course, we had Reptile Pit Mills and Justin with Ozark Mountain Morphs, and they were featuring the Bambino mutation, and that was an epic episode. And speaking of epic, it is returning, the Exotic Pet Industry Conference. So make sure you guys tune into that. That is coming back on September 7th. So I don't know if y'all ever got the passes, but you need one, definitely hit up Bash Coder, Craig over there for Epic, and tune in because it's going to be exactly what the name is. Just like last year, if you guys missed that one, they do have the episodes up for replay now. So definitely check that out. Let's see. The Herp and Harbins have been having a big sale, so definitely go over to the Herp and Harbins. Check out what they are moving. They're moving a lot of great animals, a lot of animals that could increase significantly in value if tested, but they said we are sick of testing. Someone come and get these great deals. So definitely head over there, hit them up for anything that you might be interested in, and catch all those great deals. But besides that, I think that wraps up the news for the week. You got anything else interesting going on for you, Tyler?
Not really, man. Besides, second hit up the Harbins. I had a buddy of mine call me after Daytona and explain to me a snake that he bought and the price. And I was like, oh, that's a good price. That's a pretty good price. And then he was like, oh, it's a breeder female too. And I went, holy shit. So really good price. So hit up the Harbins, please.
Definitely them up right now.
I gotta do that. Because they got some crazy stuff, obviously, and projects I'm very interested in too.
Heck yeah. So our first guest tonight is well known for making some of the most vibrant mutation combos that I've seen in the hobby. I mean, consistently. every time I go over to their page, it is just glowing purples and oranges and yellows. And I mean, he's just working some of the most amazing animals, and he's been for a long time. I think banana might be their favorite mutation. I'm not sure, but that's what I see a lot of. That's why I say it's always so colorful when you go over to their page. But definitely working cutting edge projects, definitely inspiring me in a lot of directions, in the calico and the hurricane clown stuff, maybe spot nose clown stuff. But like I said, a lot of that interaction is very similar. But yeah, let's welcome Troy from Balls and Strikes to show us all the amazing. How's it going, man?
Doing good. Hope everybody's doing all right.
Joining us tonight.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He's also got the best wife in the industry. Yo.
That I do. Margaret's pretty amazing. Her art is absolutely phenomenal as well.
Oh yeah, amazing art. Yeah, I actually got to see it for the first time at Cedar. Yeah, definitely want one of those pieces.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I most people just absolutely just can't believe that the hats, at the show, Darian gave her a bunch of Morph Market hats to paint, and she'll even sit there at the shows and hand paint the hats at the show. I think she was working on some frogs when we were in Daytona.
Yeah.
Pretty phenomenal. I think she actually started working on the frogs at Steer. Yeah. So, yeah, the hats are really, really incredible.
Yeah, I love that. So is banana your favorite mutation? Because I'm always seeing a lot of that.
Man, it's like picking your favorite child. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many. I will say it is definitely one of the top couple favorites. I don't know if I could pick one or the other, but I would say it's probably something we're the most known for now, probably.
Gotcha.
Yeah, especially the Eternal Flame project.
Yes.
That thing is amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely get inspired when I look at the Calico Banana project side of things over there. And the Eternal Flame, did you release genetics on that, or is that still okay? What was it?
Eternal Flame. So if you want a real quick history, so years ago when I first was kind of getting started, I went to Tinley Park. This is quite some time ago, and I saw a campfire on Ben Rennick's table. He's the originator of the campfire, which is cinnamon, inchy, and calico. So I was just, that was probably one of the first ball pythons. I was like, wow. So then I just so happened to hit a really, really cool banana. And then the following year, I actually had a female inchy extreme gene. So I paired my male with her, and then that was a game changer. Because it just shifted the already really pretty colors into those deep, deep oranges. So, and then since then, we've added a few things. I might actually show a baby that just hatched today on here a little later.
Okay.
We threw a little blackhead and red gene in it too.
Weekend Warrior.
So anyway, that's probably the project we're known the most for. But I do have some other very favorite things to work with as well.
Cool. So what's the breakdown specifically of the genetics? Of course, campfire. So cinnamon, calico.
Yes. So Eternal Flame is banana, cinnamon, inchy, calico, and extreme gene.
Extreme gene, okay.
Yes, and I think it's Sear too. We had a couple also that were scrambler as well.
Very cool. Yeah, extreme gene really cleans and brightens up a lot of that second half of the snake, especially. So that's cool to see it still working into projects, because it's kind of gotten lost to the hobby more so than anything. But before we get into anything super interesting, we got one more guest waiting for us in the back, and they are the highlight of the hurricane episode as far as with the amount of animals they'll be showing. And the experience and the time that they've been in the hobby, and it just really speaks volumes when you see what they're producing. And if you're unfamiliar with them, you're going to become very familiar with a lot of what the projects are that they're working today. So let's welcome Nicole Lyons from Canadian Regius.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So when did you get into the hurricane mutation or the blitz or the trick, and which one did you get into at the time?
So I want to say maybe 2018 was when I first got hurricanes, and I got them right from Hans. I got a 1.1 pair.
And that was about the time when the hype for the hurricane was really picking up, right?
Yeah, I think it was like right before anyone really, had an idea. Um, but yeah, it was. I saw right from his page. I saw an animal that just inspired me, and ended up getting that animal. The rest is history.
So, question for both of you. I'll start with you, Troy. Are you familiar with the old trick and before the blitz and the hurricane was proven out?
Yes, because I actually had purchased both at one point, and whenever I'd make babies, whatever I bought it as is what I sold it as. But
Yeah,
I was definitely one of the ones all along that was like, this is definitely the same gene.
the same gene.
Yeah.
Okay, that was going to be my question for you. Is early on if you had any inclinations that they were different or the same, but I guess when you got into the hurricane, you got it direct from Hans, so you didn't really have any kind of confusion between the different
I
lineages.
I did ask him his opinion on it at the time, and he was pretty adamant that it was different. But I still saw the similarities myself. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the quality of the specific animal if you're going to breed it, I think is most important. So I didn't really care either way.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
What was that, Tyler?
No, it's a very important part of this gene compared to some other ones. Is you really, and that's kind of what's been holding me back, is I haven't found a super high quality version of a specific project that I want until Nicole has one on Work Market right now. But yeah, unlike even whatever pastels, black pastels, there's different lines, but Hurricane can really be muddled if it's not a very good expression of it.
Mm-hmm. And like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, we've figured out more so now that the single gene expression of hurricane is pretty weak in itself without that extra split gene attached to it, because the split gene is what actually creates a lot of the little hooks. Now you can get it to be, I haven't seen any of the single gene hurricane with the hooking and the opening at the top of the alien heads without the split. Have you guys?
Yeah, I've seen it.
On its own though, without a combo?
Yeah, I when it comes to split,
What's up,
we're still
Jeremy?
learning a lot about it. But I haven't noticed, apart from the beginning of my hurricane journey, there were some kind of hurricane looking animals, but weren't quite hurricane. And I assume those might have been split. But now I believe I've completely bred it out, and everything's either, obviously hurricane or obviously not.
Okay,
But
that's cool.
that's just what I think so far.
Yeah, because I've actually seen some animals that actually have one that comes from hurricane lineage. It's clearly not a hurricane itself, but it has that split kind of black lining around the keyholes and everything real strong, and you could mistake it very easily for a hurricane. And it kind of gets a little bit muddy when we start looking into that split gene. But I think that's a problem that we're going to have going forward with this quality discussion, because a lot of the higher quality animals do have that involved. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So Troy, you
I'm
were saying, do you have any animals? Do you have any of the? Well, actually, do either of you have just a single gene hurricane to show off?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I have a Hayabusa I can show off though.
Okay. So let's start with the single gene hurricane, and we'll just kind of build up from there. If you wanted to run through a couple of like simpler combos, Nicole, with the single gene, and then compare.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of stack them up pretty fast and get into some of the more wild stuff.
Alright, so I've got an adult single gene hurricane here. And then here's a hatchling from this year. That's about pretty average. Probably on the lower end of the quality that I'd like to see, but very clearly hurricane.
Yeah.
You got the swirl
Mm-hmm.
in there.
And is that het for anything?
No, this one's just a hurricane. And
Okay.
the adult is Het Desert Ghost.
Gotcha.
And have you noticed any het influences interacting with the pattern of the hurricane?
Yes,
consistently?
definitely. Yeah, hurricane. It seems to be with certain mutations, it can be pretty easily influenced. So you got to kind of be careful what you pair it to, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of look at what those other morphs are exhibiting as well.
The one thing that I noticed outside of the split mutation that really increases hooking is the het hypo influence because of all the hooks that it wants to throw naturally.
Yeah.
Well, I can just do this actually.
Oh,
How's that?
Very cool.
that works.
The nice bin of snakes there.
So this is just some kind of more incomplete dominant stuff.
So let's work through these here. What's the one in the back left corner? Looks like maybe a yellow belly hurricane.
Yep, you got it. So yellow belly hurricane.
So you can really see the checkering in the belly there. The yellow belly, the flaming,
Yeah.
little popcorns coming up through. And the one thing I always tell people with the yellow belly is it's like the alien head at the top likes to stay the same width, and then it just wants to pinch as it goes down. That's typically a good way to see yellow belly in combos.
And this is add fire. So fire hurricane yellow belly, het clown, and then this is with spot nose.
Fire hurricane yellow belly, and then that's with the spot nose.
Yeah.
So the fire really opens up the keyholes, adds blushing and coloration into the keyholes, gives it more granulation, a lighter coloration, overall fuzzes it out more, and then spot nose just kind of controls the whole pattern.
And then actually do you one better. This is the clown version as an adult.
You got some feedback coming through a mic. I'm not sure which one.
I'll mute myself. I don't know.
So the het and then the visual.
So spot nose, fire, hurricane, yellow belly, clown.
Yep.
And I know, we won't make Troy run to his snake shed yet, but Troy is going to have a regular hurricane clown to show off, so that'll be a good comparison to see the hurricane clown, and then it stacks up to the spot nose and the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is this? This one here, pastel calico. Is there calico in that? It's gotta be.
Yeah. It's gotta be.
Yeah,
Right?
that's a
Pastel
pastel
calico.
sugar hurricane.
Pastel sugar hurricane. Got you.
Mm. And this one's a pastel banana hurricane yellow belly.
So pastel, banana, hurricane, yellow belly. One thing I like to point out all the time is how much banana actually wants to fatten pattern up. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. It's like it just tightens all the spacing between pattern, I think. So what was the other one again? Pastel, sugar, hurricane. That's it?
Pastel. Oh, just yeah. This one. That's just the pastel sugar hurricane.
Oh wow.
I have a yellow belly version of that as well,
I'm
which is
surprised. That thing is so
insane.
dark.
Yeah, he's nice.
Can we get that closer to the camera just to see the alien heads?
I like that interaction a lot. Is that it looks like a pretty high expression of calico. Um, does a lot of your calico stuff have pretty high expression, or do you think the hurricane's helping
It's
that?
the sugar.
It's
Oh,
definitely
sugar.
the sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, every sugar that I've produced is pretty high expression.
Does your sugar date back? Does it go back to the flora fauna line sugar?
Valentine lime.
Valentine line. Okay, that
Hmm.
was the real strong one. That looked like
Yeah.
the.
Yes.
It looked like flora fauna was the calico line that looked like sugar. Sorry, bad memory.
Here's with yellow belly.
It's another one of those genes. You need the high expression on them. Wow, that looks crazy. And are
That's
these
really
all
crazy.
pet clown from the male?
No, these are possible hepide.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, the pastel. There was no. There's only the addition of yellow belly to that. That's the only thing that's blowing out that back end more.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Right.
I guess because it's the sugar, right? Because sugar always likes to blow out towards the
Mm.
back end of the snake. So that makes more sense. You know, in my brain, I'm kind of thinking the pattern should hold together better, but sugar likes to dissipate at the end of the tail there. So that does make sense, especially with pastel yellow belly.
Right. And the possible hepide, if it is het, would definitely
Oh, yeah.
all that
No more
together.
ringers.
Such a cool color.
What's up, everybody joining? We appreciate you in the chats. We call you out as we see you.
Let me get my fan.
As we see you pop up on the screen, we'll shout you out.
So yeah, that was like my incomplete dominant stuff.
I like that. The calico, I'm sorry, the sugar hurricane stuff really interacts nicely.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What's your favorite incomplete dominant that you think is needed when you're doing hurricane combos? Like when you want to stack 3-4 genes on top of hurricane, what's the one gene you think needs to be in it to make it, a very successful combo?
Leopard and spot nose really works well with it, I find.
Yeah, for me, I love yellow belly in the hurricane stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it accentuates everything on a hurricane. But
Yeah. Yellow belly in general. I mean,
yellow
The
belly.
one thing I noticed with the hurricane pattern is when you mix it into a lot of combos, it wants to heighten the pattern and make it vertical more so than drag it out. So when you mix it with yellow belly wants to tower those alien heads also. So it's kind of like stacking that same effect onto each other,
yeah, they work well.
skinning and then towering, and that's where you get all those arches and everything. Which is another reason why Hurricane stacks so well with the spot nose, because spot nose, especially in clowns where we see it the most, spot nose already has a lot of those arches, and then when you stack the Hurricane into it, it just towers them and skinnies them out even more, and it almost gives you that effect of like spot nose yellow belly without even having yellow belly, and then you get almost that pinstripe drawn pattern where it looks like a pinstripe painter did it when you add the yellow belly with the Hurricane spot nose. Winston at WHS just had some amazing Hurricane Pompeys. I think Hurricane Fire Enchi Pompeys over at the Daytona Expo, and they were Hurricane spot nose Yeah, the one animal was hurricane spot and was yellow belly, and it was such a pinstripe pattern, but it covered the whole snake like hieroglyphic writing. Amazing.
Nice.
Matt, I missed that one.
Yeah, there was a clutch that he had hiding under the table. When I came by, they pulled it out, and we were kind of messing around with clutch IDs with Brock and them. So they did have them out later in the day. So yeah, you might have missed them.
I wasn't even there. So
Oh well,
I missed the whole
shoot,
show.
yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I was pissed. I missed the
I
whole
was only at Daytona for a day. I got to scoot up there for a day and then scoot out at 5 and take off. So
show.
what up, Randall? Appreciate you guys coming by. Sponsors in the house, Weekend Warriors, doing it all in the building. Appreciate you guys.
Sure.
We see Jeff in the house, bald head balls.
Yeah.
So, Troy, you're in the snake room now. Do you want to show off a couple of like the high? Well, let's start with the Hurricane Clown, and then we'll do the Hayabusa.
Okay. All right, give me just a sec. Pull them on down. Just working off my cell phone. Sorry, I'm not all
For
fancy
anybody
like
that may be watching that's more experienced, and a lot of this information you might already know, we are going to be continuing these series into a series where we have these mutation episodes and we come back for a 2.0 version, a 3.0 version, so that we can keep recapping what's happening in the industry with those mutations, and also so that we can build upon the previous episode and show off more combinations and comparisons, because there's tons to show in the industry.
I like that angle of you, Troy.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to switch to the forward-facing camera, but I don't.
You have to go in your settings.
It's like when you hand your
Your
mom
screen
a phone to
settings.
record you doing something funny.
Yeah.
You just
All
record her
right. Settings
reaction.
on the thing here. Let's see.
And this is why I was almost late today.
Yeah.
Trying to set up. Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
Here we are.
Hey.
Upside down. All right. So this is just straight single gene Hurricane Clown with a little bit of stuck shed there. She's got some pretty good size to her, though.
It's a good expression one too, with the dorsal patterning.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna set this up a lot better. Give me just a second. Bear with me. Sorry.
No, you're good, Troy. So the one thing that jumps out to me from the bat is that animal does not have any blade in it. And that's one thing that muddles a lot of the Hurricane Clown stuff, is when you got the blade mixed in, because it's always hiding in collections everywhere. And the dorsal actually having so much pattern is a good indicator that the blade is not there, especially with the pattern just opening up in the keyholes all over.
Yeah. Can we toss him like full screen? That's a really, really good. That's the kind of example Hurricane Clown that I love.
Yeah, and when she first hatched, I thought she could be yellow belly, but definitely is not. So we did shed test her and for everything else in the pairing, and she is just a single gene, just high expression Hurricane.
Okay.
So
the one thing I love about the Hurricane and the Clowns is the darkness that it throws in the dorsal, but then the gradient that it gives you through the keyholes into the belly and through the flames into the belly. Like the gradient even travels through the keyholes,
Yeah. So, all right. Let me grab that Hayabusa for you.
Yep. No problem. Dwight the Pie Man in the house, Limey in the house. We appreciate you guys stopping by. We got Brave in the building. Appreciate you. Hayabusa's honestly, like back in the day, I used to love the Lisa Line trick, and it was more so like I was younger. I wasn't breeding at the time. I was just obsessed with everything, but it was out of my reach. But I was like, why isn't anybody else working this mutation? And when the Hurricane finally came around, it kind of gave this complex and this mutation its glory. And seeing all these combos now, I'm just like, man, I was right all along.
So this is a Hayabusa.
Nice.
That is crazy. Pastel, obviously.
Yeah, I might get bit. Sometimes she's a little. Yeah, she's messed up. She can be a little testy sometimes, but you can see all the hooks and all that in her. But yep, Hayabusa.
Yeah.
It's real wild.
Pastel makes it even crazier, honestly.
So believe it or not, this girl who's just starting to breed, this is actually a Partho baby.
Really?
Yep,
And you're trying to prove out if they can produce viable clutches, or have you
yep,
proven
and
that
she
before?
is. No, have not proved it before, but she is growing follicles. She is pairing. So we'll see. We hopefully we'll end up with this Partho girl on eggs.
That's
So
going to be good data because, I've had a theory and a kind of an idea like a lot of these girls that get to 30 and reabsorb or, slug out or only have one egg and a bunch of slugs, and then that one egg is also a Partho. I'm like, were those females originally Partho themselves? Like, could they
right.
lay viable eggs, or is this just a bunch of Partho females having issues?
I've got some data if you're interested.
Yeah,
Yes,
totally.
please.
Yeah, I had a Partho girl lay
Put it back on. Please.
one very weak egg and 4 slugs this season, and the egg didn't make it to term. So that's something.
Oh, wow.
She looked like she was going to lay a perfect clutch, but that's what ended up happening. I'm going to try
Yeah.
again next year.
Yeah, the only breeder that I know, he's been a breeder 40, holy shit, almost 45 years. He was like, I have only gotten one semi-successful clutch out of a Partho girl ever.
Man.
So I was like, oh, that's just awesome. I don't think I've had a Partho clutch myself yet, which is, I'm lucky. I need more
Oh,
wood.
yeah?
I need wood to knock on.
And it's kind of like it's one of those like damned if you do, damned if you don't, because when you're buying online, you don't know if it came from a Partho clutch or not. So
Right.
Yeah.
what
So
do you
this,
got here?
all right, this is a Cypress gravel trick. Now, I'm just saying trick because that's what I got him as.
Yeah.
I bought this guy quite some time ago. He's been my main breeder male.
He looks,
I got him from Chris Davenport at D Exotics.
yeah, buddy.
And I don't know. I don't think the camera's really picking up. I mean, this guy's like 5 years old, and he's like a burnt
The
orange.
color's coming through better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shifted a little bit there.
Yeah, but he is
Impressive.
seriously orange, and I think more than anything, that's probably one of our favorite colors to work is orange, and like the deeper kind of reddish colors as well. But but this guy's been a great breeder for us. So
Amy said it looks hurricane, Troy.
it is hurricane. Yeah, same difference. Hurricane trick. So there you go.
He's messing with it.
Just like sugar and calico is the same gene.
I really love
My calico line puts most sugar lines to shame.
I really love how overpowering the Cypress coloration is in the clown combos. Like the oranges that Cypress brings in and Special brings in is just amazing. Those two
Yeah.
Oh,
mutations
absolutely.
clown.
Yeah, we were talking about genes that play really well with Hurricane, and Cypress is definitely my favorite gene to work with
And
Hurricane.
and Cypress also lends to that same kind of palette of the dark ombre of the dorsal and gradually fading down to that silver white belly, and they kind of they
Yep.
play to each other real well in that sense too.
All right.
So, question for you.
Yes.
Obviously, orange is a direction you love, but in the hurricane mutation itself, what quality are you going to try to hone in on in future combos?
That's a. You know what? Hang on just one second, and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite Hurricane combos that we produced this year that is not orange. So give me
Okay.
one quick second.
Yeah, I love a lot of the Dark Hurricane combo stuff. That's really where it lays in my heart. Except for the Monarchs. But Black Pastel, Mahogany, Hurricane kind of stuff is my favorite. Yep.
Dang.
My God.
That is beautiful, Troy.
So this is cypress, cinnamon, spot nose, gravel, hurricane clown.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Like
That's
little writings.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, again, and I apologize if the camera really isn't getting it. This guy is more pink than anything. Like, on my camera, when I'm looking at my back of my phone, he looks a little bit more like brownish, but in person, he's really, really
If you
pink.
get close to the
yeah.
camera, it may color shift pretty
It
well.
it is.
It's definitely showing up great. I mean, the cinnamon definitely is bleeding through with the grayish tones as far as the camera wanting to grab them, but you can definitely see that almost pinkish reddish hue.
It's salmon color. There we go.
I love it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we
a
were
good
Yeah.
talking
way to
earlier about
describe it.
hieroglyphics, kind of
Yep.
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah,
cryptic
hurricane
writings.
spot
And he
nose.
has been shed tested, so I can absolutely confirm the genetics.
That's a beautiful snake, man.
Hmm.
I don't know if I've ever seen that combo before
And
you
Yeah, I
introducing it.
never have. And when it hatched, I was just over the moon.
Unlocked Morph wants you to rename what's in that combo again.
This is cypress, spot nose, gravel, hurricane, cinnamon, clown. All confirmed through genetic testing.
Hell yeah. He's
That
writing it
tail
down so
too.
he
That
can.
tail is just wild.
Nick just found a combo to chase.
And is that a holdback to replace the breeder mail you got from
uh,
Chris? I'm guessing.
it is a male. It is a holdback, but I will. Yeah, my other cypress gravel trick. As long as I'm breeding snakes, I'll always have that animal.
Nice.
There's just
That
so much left to do with this project.
that thing is
So,
stupid looking.
all right, let me show you. I'm going to show you the brother to this one and see what y'all think of him. All right.
All right.
It's a good trade you got in
So,
trade.
Nicole, what quality of the mutation do you want to focus on in future combos, real quick?
Just the fact that it really minimizes the pattern. I really like, especially with the supers, just the crazy pattern, almost symmetrical in a sense. Just keep honing in on that and adding it to different recessives.
Cool, cool. I agree.
All right. This is actually the exact same animal as the one before, just minus the cypress.
Okay.
Huh. Just a little less breaking of the pattern, a little less curving of the arches, and a little less redness. That's
Ooh, sorry,
pretty
he's
Yeah.
much.
squirmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the belly is, see, I mean, the gravel is really, really showing off on the belly.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, like marble.
Yeah.
And
But without that cypress, it's like all those arches are very much more squared off at the top instead of rounded.
Yes.
And
But
then
I
the
will say
color
though,
and
you were commenting earlier that sometimes it can be tricky when you're also working with spot nose in hurricane. And I do have another snake that is super, super crazy looking that is not hurricane. So it's
oh
kind
yeah,
of
that would
tricky.
be a great example.
Yeah. So let me show you the one without hurricane.
And that animal that you just showed could have very easily have been like a spot nose yellow belly combo of sorts without hurricane if you
Yep.
didn't test it, you know?
Right.
And it's all about knowing the little nuances of the genetic stacking and how they interact and trying to pick up on them fast, you know?
All right. So this is putting Cypress back in and taking hurricane out.
Interesting. Yeah, the Cypress really wants to round everything off.
Yeah, this
And
is cinnamon cypress spot nose gravel clown.
it's making that color just so nice.
Yeah.
So one thing I noticed, and I've said it in past episodes, is that gravel over yellow belly likes to donut the top of the alien heads, and then the cypress is
Yes.
also playing into that also, which they're just kind of really circular for that reason. That two combo really makes them circular in this animal.
And
That's
the funny thing
crazy.
is when these hatched out, I thought the last snake was the one possibly not hurricane. I thought this one for sure would be, but that's the beauty of shed testing. So
Yeah, because you would think like, oh well, the hurricane throws the little muscle hooks and the little arms and stuff, so you'd think it would
right.
put more curving in, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Crazy. Can you bring that one closer so that we can see the dorsal? It's so burnt out. It's so nice.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera here where we can.
Man, people are sleeping on cinnamon in a lot of combos, and that's
Yeah.
okay because I love the differences that cinnamon make over black pastel. Yeah, you don't get as bright of oranges, but you get this contrast in the pattern where the pattern's almost white, and then you add cypress
Yep.
and special, and it just wants to make it more creamy.
Yeah, I definitely work cinnamon pretty hard, especially since it's part of our Eternal Flame project. So, and I have done black pastels in the Eternal Flame project, and it just does not
Yeah.
give me the
There's just a
same
whole different
color
aspect
palette.
of combos,
Yeah,
that whole
and I
different
love
layer of
black pastel.
combos.
Just want to definitely say I love black pastel, but cinnamon, there's so much left to do with it. But all right, let me show you another little hurricane boy.
I got a question for both you guys. In the long term future of the hurricane, do you think it's going to be, or are you guys going to take it more into pattern changing recessives or color changing recessives, hypo DG, ultra monarch stuff, or do you think it's going to work better in clown, zebra, pied, monsoon stuff?
So far, it works with everything. I don't think there's a wrong choice right now, honestly.
So I am trying to work in. Matter of fact, I posted a picture of it not too long ago in the spring. My Cypress gravel trick clown boy has been pairing with a ultra hat clown girl.
Nice.
So I'm trying to go down that road. So this guy is Hurricane Yellow Belly Red Stripe Clown.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Some people have asked if it's spot nose, but even without shed testing, which he has been shed tested, you can tell by the head stamp that there's no.
Yeah, there's no head stamp, no crossing over the mask or nothing.
Yeah, but that's a good example of, again, if you cover the head, how it could be almost confused for spot.
Yeah, if you look at the other side with the arches, more arches,
Yeah.
it definitely looks more spot nose on that side, with the arches and stuff.
Yeah, the head stamp's definitely a dead giveaway on him, but there's no
Yeah.
spot nose in him. And then I have one more to show, and this snake is one of the most beautiful snakes I think we've ever hatched. So let me get her.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know if it's going to be better than the first one. I loved that first.
Bro, these
one.
animals are amazing.
Well, as it would turn out, she's in shed, but she's
Of
still.
course.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
Even in shed.
doesn't matter.
That's
She
cool.
is in shed right now.
Shit.
That is crazy.
I mean, she looks deep red.
That Cypress Special palette really, really translates to the banana well.
Yeah, I just love, and I think Hurricane really is what's doing most of the work here.
I think without the hurricane, you wouldn't have all of that as much of the purples and blues,
Yeah, it layers very well with the hurricane pattern.
Yeah, because the hurricane wants to outline everything and
Yeah.
keep it outlined.
Yep. This girl is the exact same as the last snake I just showed, just adding banana. So she is a red stripe, yellow belly, hurricane banana clown.
Red stripe, yellow belly, hurricane, banana.
Yes.
I
So
can't
there's
see
actually
what that
no
is.
cypress in that?
There's no cypress in this snake.
Wow.
Yeah,
Or
that
special?
Nope.
there's a million things like Jared's you could just put into that and see if it makes it better.
Yeah, that's just wild.
But yeah,
Uh,
even holding her next to one of our eternal flames, I mean, those are amazing as well. But yeah, this thing right here is just, I mean, it doesn't even look real, and I'm holding it, looking at it. I mean, it looks like candy, like literally like a piece of candy, not the morph candy.
I reference ball pythons like this to the old creepy crawler machines all the time.
Well, when people tell me they don't like the banana gene, and I'm looking at this, I'm just like, y'all, you
What's
just,
wrong with
yeah,
you?
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
if you don't like banana, then I mean, I
I'm not
feel
a
like
huge fan of the freckling as they age, but when you get into an animal like that, it's not gonna freckle as much as anything else.
if any at
That's the
all,
best
actually.
Yeah,
part.
the base form and dark mutations mixed with banana, they freckle like crazy, but these deeper stack combos usually don't.
So yeah,
Congratulations
I'll be
on
I'll
hitting
be
that.
curious to see. Hopefully, she ages well.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of combos similar to, well, sort of similar to this, that actually don't age real well, but she is absolutely phenomenal. And I do have a extreme gene male that is going to be meeting her as soon as she's up to size. So
Is it an extreme gene with the other combinations of the eternal flame going to her?
uh, n- um, no, not necessarily.
Just kind
But
of a little mixture.
yeah, actually, yeah, it's extreme gene ultra male het 100% het sunset.
Oh,
Mm. Have you done anything with the Ultramel banana stuff yet?
No, not yet, not yet.
That would be very interesting.
But
I
yeah,
think that the day and age that we're in with ball pythons, it's gonna be fun to see people take some of those chances that when the animals were $50,000 each, nobody wanted to touch that type of project, because the potential wasn't there. But now we're at a day and age where we can tinker with these weird directions that back in the day we didn't want to lose a big value on.
right.
So that was a beautiful spread of animals, Troy. Thank you for showing those off. And there he goes.
good try. Oh,
Oh, he's back. We're just
No, I'm still here. I'll show you one more snake real quick before I flip the camera around because it's kind
okay.
of a pain in the butt. So this is an eternal flame, and this is calico, by the way.
That thing is like orange sherbet.
it's so
Mhm.
stupid looking.
You can see he's pretty good size too. They look great as adults. They rarely get any freckles on them. He's a little dirty right there because I think he was just rolling in his own poo. But but yeah, this animal is right at a year, not quite a year old. And so this guy's also scrambler. And one of the telltale signs of scrambler in this combination is it leaks the white. I don't know if you can see that leaks the white, pushes the white out of the alien
Uh-huh.
parts, and just kind of.
Yeah, and I noticed that the pattern was all lifted from the belly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that
That
my bugging out or just something else's?
I think it's totally bugging out. Ooh.
You think it's Troy's
Is that
bugging
me?
out? Okay, I'm just making sure because sometimes mine does. I love how the pattern on that animal just completely went white, except the dorsal has a little gold tone to the dorsal pattern, but Troy, turn one of your mics off and turn the other one on. This mic.
But that's, oh god, I don't even want to talk.
That's the Eternal Flame. So that is the Banana Calico Cinnamon Inchy Extreme Gene
And
and
this and
Scrambler.
scrambler. Yes, everything.
Yeah, the Scrambler.
And you can also see how like scrambler almost always whacks the tail out, almost throws like a little kind of ringer.
Yeah, ringer. The one thing that I always point out, I don't know if you heard me, was that Scrambler always creates a lift to the bottom of the pattern.
Yes.
And it always looks choppy like the edge of a scrambled egg. So that's why Scrambler is like the perfect. So, Nicole, we are ready
Yes.
for you to go wild with Hurricane.
Okay.
You want to spot this first?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's give Troy a break for this audio here, and let's see these videos from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with some amazing snakes. Don't go nowhere.
ShedTesting.com is your premier destination for fast, affordable, and reliable shed genetic testing. In addition
We'll
to
have to
genetic
mute him.
testing, they have some beautiful ball pythons on their
Oh, okay.
website, ShedTesting.com. Make sure to use code WhiskeyBomb15 to save 15% off of 2 shed tests. Bull pythons may be up-and-coming breeders, but they've already made a significant impact on the industry with their passion, love for pieds, and affinity for the color pink. There's no reptile convention in the US where their merchandise isn't present, and they also produce beautiful ball pythons. Don't take my word for it. Give them a follow on Morph Market and Instagram today. Torchbearers of the Tom Harbin Reptiles legacy. You've seen the monarchs. Now experience the full spectrum of the Herpin Harbins. Beyond the hype, discover exceptional DG, puzzle, clown, dreamsicle, and other unique combos. Their high-end hognose collection is just as impressive, including Swiss Chocolate, Sunburst, Mai Tai, Stormcloud, and many more. Meet them at some of the top shows and follow their journey on Morph Market, Instagram, and YouTube. Genetic Genesis are extremely passionate breeders who are investing in quality animals and paving their own path. They work with a number of morphs and combinations, including Wookiee, Hypo, Clown, MJ Exanthic, Scrambler, and the list goes on. You can find them on Morph Market and Instagram, or even your local reptile show.
Wonderful.
Boom. There we go. Shout out to our show sponsors. Make sure you guys check them out on all their social medias, Instagram, YouTube, and Morph Markets. And make sure you guys mention the Whiskey Bomb Network and the Genetic Canvas when you inquire through the DMs. So, we're back in action here. We got Nicole. You ready to show off some snakes and lead us through your projects?
Let's do it. Do you have anything specifically that you want to see first, or yeah?
He does. I know that.
Monarch, please.
Yeah, that was the next spin I had out.
Please.
Okay, let's do this.
And I got one thing before that goes. I didn't want to talk while Troy's mic was absolutely killing me.
Yeah.
That was the closest thing I think I've ever seen to like albino blood in a ball. Like color.
That, yeah,
That
the one
makes
Troy
sense.
had.
Yeah, like it reminded me of like a nice like T-Nag albino matrix.
Oh my god, you have
Big
a
ball.
whole
Thank you.
friggin' bin
Remember I
of
said like
gold.
really, really weird angles, so bear with me. I think it's easier if I just do this. Okay, so let's.
I'll take a ball.
I took out a little bit of everything. I'll start with just a regular monarch.
Pass.
Absolutely
Whoa,
gorgeous.
I just want
I'll
one
still
of
take it.
those hurricane monarchs.
Unfortunately, the hurricane monarch,
Hey,
she's in shed,
No,
but
that thing is
you can
beautiful.
you can
Monarch
see
is one of my favorites.
you can see not only is there like a color difference, but obviously the pattern difference. She's usually a bit darker because she's just starting to get into blue, but you can see obviously the difference here. Um, she's probably a holdback. We'll see.
of course.
Yeah, congrats on that whole clutch.
Thank you. There is a just a spot nose monarch, okay,
Yep.
Hell yeah.
and then here is a hurricane spot
You
nose.
can already see like the maroons and the spot nose because the spot nose adds like that sandy khaki color and it makes the maroons more vibrant, in my opinion, just like the hurricane does.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
But yeah, the hurricane really gives it that gold, or the monarch really gives it that gold with the hurricane, though.
The hurricane definitely adds a lot. Like the hurricane is also a color morph from what I've seen.
100%.
Yeah, hurricane monarch
Definitely.
is more like the Washington Commanders colors.
Monarch yellow belly.
Yep.
Mm.
Monarch hurricane yellow belly.
There we go.
Oh.
That's
Can we see also the hurricane monarch in the picture? Because I feel like yellow belly darkens the.
It does. Yellow belly is really nice in monarch because you can see even with monarch, yellow belly monarch, hurricane yellow belly monarch.
Yeah. That's fire right there. That's beautiful.
Bro,
And
what do you? Oh, sorry. No one can hear
no,
me.
go ahead.
I was about to say.
Go ahead, Tyler.
No, I was just gonna say you gotta ruin his brand if y'all could hear him right now.
Oh, I know. So the one thing I'm noticing though is that hurricane seems to really express on a little slightly higher level with the monarch. The interaction brings out the hurricane expression a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, Monarch's somewhat of a pattern gene itself, a little bit, and God,
Even the hets, like
yeah,
the het monarch hurricanes, they have a wackier pattern. It's more expressive than a normal
I've
hurricane too.
I've got a het, just a straight up het Monarch. She might be double het Monarch pied, but straight up het Monarch female that has very similar twists and turns to a hurricane, and there's nothing else in it.
So I'm just going to go into some recessive. So I did the monarch. Here's a hypo.
So I got fire in it.
Yep, fire, chocolate, hurricane, hypo.
Wow.
Fire, chocolate, hurricane, nice. The chocolate really hides well in that combo because the hurricane busying it out so much more.
And then I don't have a regular hurricane clown, but here's a hurricane yellow belly or asphalt clown.
Mm. And that's exactly the same kind of color. They're the same kind of pattern that we were seeing in some of the animals Troy was showing, where they didn't have the spot nose, or they didn't have the hurricane, and they were actually the spot nose combinations. It's like the two just, I want to say they interact so much similarly in the clown combos, you know?
The belly on that is
right
crazy.
But speaking on that interaction in the clown, the one thing that we cannot do is we cannot double up on spot nose and then add another spider mutation, right? So having hurricane in the clown combinations actually gives you the ability to do an allelic combo with spot nose and the spider complex and then still add that other doubling effect of the hurricane.
Yeah, I think that's what made, the cinnamon cypress spot nose clowns Troy was just showing off so good.
Yeah, because you get the ALS with the spot nose cypress, and then you get the extra doubling effect of the like double spot nose almost affecting the clown from the hurricane coming in, stacking in.
Right.
Crazy.
And those
So
are
what we got?
all.
Yeah,
Are
these
those
are
all?
all from the same clutch. Hurricane, Yellow Belly. This one I think is a super Hurricane, Yellow Belly or Asphalt
Okay.
Clown. And these two are just a Hurricane, Yellow Belly or Asphalt Clowns.
And can
Two
you
females and a male.
could you explain to the people watching what's making you think that that one's a super compared to the other two?
Yeah. Well, she's feisty, so that's a
Yeah.
start.
A lot
But with
tighter pattern spread.
Yes.
exactly, so a
Right.
lot tighter pattern. So here's just one copy of Hurricane.
Mhm.
Right, pretty cool still. But with this one, definitely a tighter pattern. You guys just want to see me get lit up.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Oh, God.
Much more uniform.
They're almost all
There's-
touching. Like they're very, very, very tight.
it's a
Yeah.
subtle difference, but we're also looking at asphalt versus yellow belly. And once I get those shed test results, I think it'll be a good teaching moment too, because I do think there is a difference when it comes to yellow belly and asphalt for sure.
Yeah. I think the two you were comparing, the one you think's a super and the one you were comparing it to,
Yeah,
look more similar than the one you think's a super and the one you didn't.
yeah, true.
Yeah, like that one's got a little bit looser pattern.
Yeah, because the one that you said was single gene, it was like just barely a little bit less expressive.
There's Hurricane.
So Desert Ghost now.
Yeah.
Just a Desert Ghost, Hurricane, het height, possible het hypo female.
Okay.
She wants to go.
The one thing I noticed is when Hurricane is a little bit harder to distinguish in combinations, you can really see it in the keyholes of the
Well,
neck.
she's not cooperating. Right?
The keyholes of the neck pattern usually are really, really expressive with the Hurricane involved if it's harder to see in a busy body.
I got a question for you, Nicole. When you got your first Hurricane stuff in 18,
Mhm.
you have it in a lot of stuff. Was that your goal? Did you take your original stock and breed it to DG, Monarch, Hypo, like all those things to spread
No,
very quick? Or
it was definitely a slow process. The more I fall in love with the gene, honestly, almost every clutch I have is Hurricane at this point. It just goes well with everything. I haven't had a recessive or a combo it really doesn't shine in, but I really like pattern. So
right?
it just makes me happy in any combo, really.
Hi, Tori.
Now, are you trying to find more of a new foundation with the pattern in any combos, or are you just trying to more so build upon ones that you've already seen?
Oh, I'm definitely doing my own thing. That's just kind of my motto in general. I just kind of do my own thing. Um, I just find it really fun because you get
What's
to
a
see stuff like that.
what would be a direction that you're shooting for? Maybe be a like off the cliff, so to say.
Freeway. What do you think? She's Canadian.
Yeah, asphalt, freeway.
Definitely.
Yeah, that thing's beautiful.
So what's a combo that you think a lot of people aren't going for that you're gonna try out?
Well, I think these are a good example.
That freeway.
Those are pretty wild. I've
You
never
don't see many people looking
freeway
in
that's
that
that
freeway
peppered.
anymore. And look at what freeway can do. They're all males, of course, so that's great.
Are the top ones super asphalt? Or are those freeway?
No. So Jesus Christ. Okay. So the colorful guy here is a Super Hurricane Spot Nose Freeway Het Clown.
Oh my.
Um,
One more time.
these two,
One more time. What was in that Super Hurricane?
Super Hurricane Spot Nose Freeway Het Clown. I made a non-super version as well, which looks pretty similar.
How
but
is that not a freeway?
It is a freeway.
this is
Freeway.
Super
Did you
Hurricane
say freeway or asphalt? I thought you said. It was my own thinking that got me. I thought you said asphalt, like Super Hurricane Asphalt. I'm like, what?
So the other one's in shed, but this is, let's start here.
That's
Keep it simple.
crazy.
So this is one that's just a single hurricane, and this is the super.
And that was proven through testing.
Nope. It's just what I think they are.
Yeah, is it the more granite it's showing, or what do
The
you?
more breakage
So
in the pattern on the
look at how
dorsal.
much thinner these markings are than this one.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, like the color's a little bit different. This guy's in shed, so it's still again hard to see, but it's definitely you can see that his
Yeah.
dorsal stripe's a lot thicker than this guy,
Yeah, and they're longer too on that one.
right?
Interesting. Subtle difference, but it's interesting.
Same with these two. So this is a Hurricane Leopard Freeway, and this is a Super Hurricane Leopard Freeway.
Yeah, that Super Hurricane Leopard Freeway is crazy.
Yeah, I love that Super Hurricane Leopard Freeway.
That needs to go into albino. I mean, I don't care what albino it goes into. I just want to see the Super Hurricane Leopard Freeway in an albino version.
Mm-hmm. It would look wicked.
We know
That would look
what she's
insane.
gotta put it to.
What up, Morforge, John, Jamie, Jason?
Yeah, I think the Super Hurricane in that is a lot easier to tell right off the bat compared to the other ones. It was tough to see for me until you like brought them closer.
Right?
Yeah, sitting side by side, the difference is unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky that I'm hatching multiples, so I can learn. If
Yeah,
I just hatched one of these, it would be a little bit more difficult,
Yeah, you'd be like, well, I don't know, maybe.
right? But it's pretty clear, I'd
The
say.
Super just breaks up the dorsal stripe that on the one it wants to still have the stripe, you know? And then the Super just wipes it all away.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Both of those are.
Yeah, crazy belly checker.
It's just a simple combo, but wicked Hurricane Spanos.
Wow. You know, that almost reminds me of like a Mario spot nose.
That's a Hayabusa spot nose?
No.
No, this is just a Hurricane Spanos.
There's no way.
I have a Hayabusa spot nose. She's a doll.
You wanna? I'll take that.
This
I'll
one's for
figure it
sale if
out.
you want her.
The
Yeah,
head pattern on that thing is crazy. That baby. Can we see it again?
Yeah, it's a female.
There cannot be. There's got to be something extra in that.
Yeah. What was the pairing on that? The baby.
It looks GHI.
Leopard,
GHI
asphalt, hurricane to a hurricane pastel spot nose yellow belly. And there's no yellow belly in that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It definitely gives me like the Spanos GHI vibes.
This guy's cool. I might keep this one.
Queen of Hurricane, money is on yes.
Power.
No.
That
This
was just
one
supposed to be a
is-
Hurricane spot nose, John. And then this one here is another one. That one has that same extra mutation that the last one has with the spots on its head.
This one is, I think, it's at least a hurricane spot nose fire, yellow belly, or asphalt het clown.
Yeah, I do love the little freckle.
There's something else going on in there for sure. That's weird. It's too much darker than it should be. The contrast, the silvers in the pattern. It gives me those GHI-ish vibes still, you know?
Let's see, there's...
Wild looking.
I hate that this guy is in shed, but I have to show him.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That was the one I saw online, yeah.
Yeah, he's really, really dull right now. Really bad, but...
That's the spot nose fire leopard freeway. I forget.
Probably Super
Hayabusa. Yeah, Hayabusa.
Yeah, het clown.
Yeah. Insanity. Can we get a close up on the head stamp? Because it's like a burning, like it's like glowing.
My God.
Yeah, there you go.
This is shaping up to be my favorite episode here.
Yay!
This is nuts.
Whenever I get a chance to show off some Hurricane, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's one of the craziest freeways. I mean, that is the
That's
craziest
the craziest
freeway
freeway.
I've ever
I
seen.
mean, the other one she showed off, or the other freeway was pretty freaking wicked. Too.
Yeah, these have been some of the best freeway combos I've seen.
Yeah.
And this
Good
thing,
try, thank you.
another level up right here. Look at this. That looks like it's got that split gene in there.
Nah, just good quality Hurricane. Well, 2 doses of it, plus pastel and yellow belly or asphalt.
Yeah, that thing's phenomenal. Tell you what, if people were not a fan of Hurricane before this episode, everybody should be running out and going to get some now.
Yup. Oh,
Yeah, leopard, Hurricane, yellow belly or asphalt.
Man, that thing almost looks gorilla. It's so dark.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very dark. I was thinking that she was going to say a darkening mutation.
Dude, Gorilla's one I haven't heard in a minute.
Yeah, there is split in that animal. I'm just not going to debate it right now.
It's your favorite thing to do. You're gonna stop today? Yeah. That's GHI.
Yeah, Hurricane, leopard, GHI.
Yep.
Not a Krypton?
No.
Let me see the neck.
Het clown, though. It is Het
Can I
clown.
see the head and the neck on it? What about the neck pattern?
Yeah.
It's just got that interesting band on the head. That's why it looked like it.
Yeah, it crawled
The
up. on it.
GHI band.
Want to see dark? Look at this thing as an adult.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that thing's nice.
Was that black head in there?
Het red, yellow
Het red,
belly,
okay.
Hurricane, het pied.
Het red. Okay.
Another black back mutation.
Yeah. Not doing her any justice here, but
She's posing for that camera, though. Look at her.
yeah, she is.
She's like, hey.
Let's see. I've got one really cool pied. You don't really see much pied with the Hurricane stuff yet. She's also
Not very
banana.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if you got Hurricane Pie because
It adds.
I do. I have a single gene Hurricane pied female, but she's in shed.
Ooh,
I
even though she's in shed, if you could show her, I'd like to see that because
Yeah, I will.
I think I've seen this snake on your page before. Yeah.
She's cool. She's
Yeah.
a yearling now.
Yeah, I've seen her on your IG. Yeah, that thing's.
Man, the camera makes her look really ugly though, but
So now, when
There's
she
no
was
bananas.
younger, were they more paradoxes or were they more just saddle differences?
no, you would still see this. She's pretty much kept the same level of what you see now, the different colors.
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain it. I guess it would kind of be paradoxing, but it's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, and what is the combo there?
Hurricane, yellow belly, blackhead, banana pied.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, Billy Rice was showing me some of his Hurricane Pie stuff that he and Justin have made, and that really took me in a good direction with Hurricane too. I love that. Yep. That's just straight Hurricane Pie.
Yeah, one sec. My phone's gonna die. I'm just gonna plug it in. But yeah, that's she's in deep blue, but you can definitely see pattern that the hurricane brings, and the eye stripes are really thin. That's another trait that I notice in hurricane.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to mix well into the hurricane tide that is going to take us further away from like the Orange Dream entry stuff and higher into pattern as far as
I'm
like not coverage but actual pattern?
I'm excited about leopard, blackhead. Those are the two next things that I'm adding to it. Desert ghost and hypo.
Yeah. For
Because the desert ghost hypopie is incredible.
for me, because I'm slightly biased, the recessive's obviously Monarch for me, but for Kodam, I really would be curious to see it play with KRG, because the KRG pied stuff that I have made has some very interesting patterns to it that almost looks kind of similar. I'm curious if I put them together, what it really do. So, like the peak animal I would look for right now is like a Hurricane Monarch at 5. That's what I need.
Oh, that would be nice. I have some monarch het pies, but no hurricane monarch het pies yet.
Yeah, I've been sitting waiting for like a Hurricane double het or a Hurricane something with Monarch pie, because that's where a lot of my Monarch stuff is based out of.
Nice.
That is wicked.
So
People are afraid of pastel, but it works really well here.
We appreciate you in the chats, Christopher. I know you see some C6 snakes, but you don't know any idea about the morphs. This may be a little bit more advanced as far as learning the mutations on the base level, but definitely check out Morph 101 videos on YouTube. Type in Morph 101 ball pythons, and thousands of videos will come up on single mutations.
Yeah.
This is going to be more of a complex stacking series where we go over a bunch of different innovative combos and interactions and foundations and things like that, all the way up to cutting edge, inspiring animals. But hopefully we inspire you tonight to do some research and dive into the world of ball pythons.
Is that black pastel?
Yep, Barnhart, Black Pastel, Hurricane Clown. She's in shiny to see the pink belly, but you have an idea of what her pattern's like at least.
Yeah, I noticed the black pastel clowns kind of mute the interaction of Hurricane.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. Yellow belly Hurricane Clowns work really well together. But I'm excited to work with this. I think there's some good things to come with that combo.
Yeah.
Another hypo.
Ooh, that's nice.
Is that one under Morph Market?
She is.
Yep.
There's chocolate Hurricane Enchi.
Yep.
Fire.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Hypo.
Do
Yellow belly, I forget.
do you like pattern reducers in Hurricane? And she's the biggest one, but like, do you think you want to keep it in or out in most combos?
I think a little bit is fine, because in a combo like this, I think it really works. I want to get Desert Ghosts into this eventually. But it's not my main focus. I do really like the freeway leopard direction for sure. I like the darker animals. It'd be really cool to see that into some Azanthic stuff down the line.
Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We appreciate you all. Amazing snakes on tonight's episode. Definitely have to say them freeway combos have been my favorite that you've shown off so far. And from Troy, that man, it's a toss-up between the cinnamon cypress spot nose hurricane combo or that banana, man. But that banana definitely, I think, from Troy's animals so far, it's number one for me.
Yeah, those two animals are so like, juxtaposed on the color you get, like the redness on the sides of that first or the last one you showed was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this whole episode has just been full of just bangers. And look, it's like a recap bin.
Yeah, that leopard super asphalt hurricane or super hurricane, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Leopard
Yeah.
super hurricane.
The one on top there?
Yeah, that thing is. I think
Yeah.
that might be my
So
favorite.
it's Leopard, Spot Nose, Fire, Freeway, Hayabusa, right?
Dude,
Yep.
that's so
Yeah,
And
that's
Head Clown to boot.
and
Yeah.
Head Clown.
And he's in shed. And he's like, yeah, he's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
yeah, that
Can
one.
we get the pixelation of the Super Hayabusa Freeway? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy too. He's pretty freaking
Yeah,
killer too.
that one's
Amazing.
just. It almost looks
He's
like
insane.
what you'd want, like almost a freeway monsoon to do, like with how
That's so funny, Tyler. I was thinking the exact same thing.
freckled those sides are. It's just that's stupid.
It's unreal.
I wonder what would happen if you put the sugar into that animal, you know? Like, would you get
Yeah.
black and white speckling all throughout? Like, who knows? Maybe a bar of white coming up the side all the way down.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he did. I'm looking right now. Billy's freeway monsoon he made compared to that.
Yeah, the Freeway Monsoon looks somewhat similar. Less pattern, though.
Yeah, it's got the sides of the one that
Oh, the speckling?
Yeah, is the dorsal of the monsoon. Like it has no freeway dorsal. It's got the speckling.
It's got like that open dorsal that's real skinny, yeah.
Yeah.
Burnt out.
Yeah, I can go all day with Hurricane. They're amazing.
You know what that looks like? Was there lesser in that pairing?
Nope.
I don't know. That snake right there, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought that thing had confusion in it as well. That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I've made a couple confusion combos that look a lot like that.
The heads, man, I've never seen that much pattern on the back of a head of a combo. That specific combo or one like it. Like
it doesn't look right. The
it doesn't.
pattern
It
looks
comes
crazier
off.
than
There's something
it should.
extra.
Yeah, the color also. It's
Color is more silver. The head pattern's totally whacked.
Yeah, that thing's.
I want one. That's all I know.
Unlucky for me, I'd probably say 90% of this bin is male. So I have very few to choose from to keep.
Yeah.
So most of this bin will make someone else very happy.
Beautiful snakes.
Thank you. Yeah, I love them.
So, this is going to be the segment in the episode that you have an opportunity to showcase a couple of your favorite productions out of other projects that don't include Hurricane. It's called the Honorable Mentions segment, and we just want to showcase, something that makes your projects and your collection unique that you've hatched out this year, or, maybe something that you've grown up from last year. Yeah, your favorites.
All right, give me 2 seconds to get back out to the building. I think my phone's cooled down enough to get back on the live on my phone. So.
All right, cool.
Yep,
showing her
So
stuff.
everybody that is still here, make sure you guys hit that like button because we are getting into the variable mutation segment, basically.
Oh my!
Camera doesn't even know what to do with this snake.
Creamy number 2, pause.
Oh.
For the Wiz Clan.
And oh my god, what exactly is that? No, that's Oh, I know what it is, but what is it?
This is a adult female black exanthic desert ghost hypopide.
Wow.
God, baby.
I produced her 2 years ago, and she is my breed for this upcoming season. I'm very excited. She's absolutely breathtaking in person.
That's my favorite thing. I made that 2 years ago. Holy shit.
That is beautiful.
A quad recessive. I couldn't believe my luck.
Black
two possible heads
exanthic
had to prove out for that.
Black exanthic hypo desert ghost pied.
Yeah.
That thing is stupid. And that's one of your big projects, right? Is your desert ghost, black exanthic, and hypo black exanthic stuff, right?
Yeah. This is from a girl from this year.
That's that sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, super orange dream, sugar yellow belly hat pie.
Do you think there's scrambler in that too, or no?
No,
Just the sugar blowing it out, yeah.
no. I've don't want to toot my own horn, but I like to selectively breed my stuff, and the sugars I've had for probably at least 12 years now, and I've just consistently just kept the best, and they're just really blowing out now. And I haven't bought any sugar since I bought my original that long ago, so I've just been kind of working on that just to make animals like this really love her.
Holding back the best quality and
Yeah.
in
I
that
think
breed.
people forget how important line breeding can be with these guys.
We lost a lot of quality in different projects over the years for that reason.
Yeah, I actually have a question beyond that in your thought process through the line breeding. Per se, you hit an animal. The same thing. It was missing OD. It was missing. Sorry, the super orange streamer, just single copy. But the example of the sugar in it was better. You
I
know,
would definitely keep that animal over the super,
got you. Okay.
which is the example I have right here. Actually, I didn't need this animal. I have a lot of Desert Ghost Pied blackhead stuff.
But that's
But because of how she looked, she's a blackhead leopard pied, had Desert Ghost typo. Just looking at her pattern, it's like I had to keep her. Like, look at how cool that part is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one
I
of
thought
the
it was
coolest
really unique.
pieds I've seen,
Right?
especially for the dark side of pieds.
And I have a male Desert Ghost visual of this, and it's incredible. But he's in shed right now.
It's like, don't get me wrong, when you have a really nice pied like that with the contrast and then the really bright oranges popping under the belly, that's a beautiful animal. But I think that, seeing an animal like that with all of that darkness and contrast without the orange, it's easier on the eyes because we don't see it as often,
Yeah. I'm just gonna
So
check out some of the hatchlings.
when you put hurricane in that was the direction that you were talking about putting the hurricane into. You thinking that it's gonna really add to the amount of pattern that's crossing over the body and everything, or
Yeah.
that you're hoping.
Are we gonna get canceled if I show this?
no, not at all.
I love Spider.
Spider is one of those we need to make it great again morphs. Not like, it doesn't need to be all over the industry, but just the hate. I just don't think
Of course,
the hate
he's shy.
deserves.
There we go.
The hate is not deserved.
Yeah, one of my favorite combos I've ever made was this, I think it was special Enchi Blade OD Spider Clown.
Oh yeah.
It was so stupid looking.
Can we see that again and talk about it?
Yeah.
I love how the eye stripes actually, they blow right past the back of the head and connect way back on the neck.
I love that about him too.
A whole inch down the neck is where the eye stripes
Isn't that
connect.
cool?
Wild. What's the combo in that?
This is a butter spider orange dream sugar.
The sugar
This
is
is
what it up.
super orange dream sugar head pie female.
Wow. That is top quality.
Thank you.
I like the fat painted patterns on that one.
And they're only going to get better. That's what I love about sugar.
They're real bubbly and smooth.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It looks smooth.
It's almost like you took a pastel paint and just smeared it on the snake.
Not the gene, no, not the gene.
Yeah, not the mutation.
I'm just showing you everything now. So feel free to stop me whenever.
So, what is this?
Red Xanthic?
Yeah, red xanthic, yellow belly, or asphalt female.
Nice. You don't see very many true red xanthics, so that's a really good example for anybody wondering. I've seen some het red xanthics sold as red xanthics, And
Oh
there's a
yeah.
huge color difference, and there's a huge dorsal pattern difference when you get into the true red axanthic here. And it's a great example to show off. Yeah, for
I know,
sure.
I'm going nuts.
True ghost.
Sweet, thanks. Of course, of course.
So why don't
Thank
we end the
you.
show by you what's
Yeah,
that?
I'm out here in the building. I had a few real quick to show off.
Yeah, we gotta end the show with Troy's animals. But I wanted to tell you, Nicole, to grab like your 2 favorite productions of this past season, if
All
you
right.
haven't shown them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I actually took this animal to see her because not a lot of people believed that it was the same animal, but
Yeah, that's the thing.
What the hell? It looks like the camera's bugging out.
yeah, this is an orange dream hypopod.
Yo,
Yeah, this is an orange dream hypopod.
Yeah, and that's the one that went through that dramatic color change that you
Yes,
documented
yeah,
on
this is her.
Instagram.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
yeah over the course of a couple of months, but she changed almost daily. So
So,
anyway, she's kind of cool looking. Oop, got a little piece of shit.
question for you, Troy.
Yeah.
Were you were at Daytona? Did you happen to make a trip down to Fireball Reptiles booth?
I'm pretty sure I did.
So they had a new mutation over there they're showing off called the Blue Pastel, and I didn't get too much information on it, but it looked like a similar animal that lost color and turned that bluish, slate grayish color almost. I wonder if maybe those can breed together in the future.
Well, I know Bob Vu used to have a project he called Blue Steel that was
yeah.
basically the same thing.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
this little guy, I'm going to show him off, just almost just because he's still alive. But this little dude, you can see how tiny he is in
Whoa.
my hand here.
Oh,
But
wow.
this is a redhead spot nose motley clown.
Dang.
He hatched at 11 grams. He's about 16 now.
No eye stripes, right? Just a little bit on the front of the eyes.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So redhead spot nose motley.
The motley really reduces head pattern. That's good to know in the
Yep.
clowns. Because spot nose and redhead should have a real strong head pattern, so the motley's wiping that out. And then
So grab another little baby.
the white flames in that thing were pure.
True.
What's up, Nathan?
So this next little guy is
Hell
actually pretty
yeah.
small as well. But this, I hit this about a month or so ago, and he still hasn't shed yet. This is a voodoo leopard clown.
Oh.
Dude, Bob just posted some super voodoo stuff.
Yep.
Dude.
That's leopard?
This is voodoo leopard clown.
Wow. Can we see the head closer? I mean, that's really the voodoo overpowered the leopard. You could see the leopard crown between the eyes and everything, but all the pattern on the back of the cheeks.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the body's more of a yellowish color and the head is orange.
It's
That's
picking
cool.
it up.
Yeah.
I
So
love the pattern on that.
So that's a voodoo leopard clown.
Yeah. If you kind of just showed me a picture, like a 3-second picture, and said, "Here, voodoo leopard," I would have been like, "Wait, what? Leopard?"
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
But looking at it closely, you can definitely see it. That's amazing how much the voodoo affects it. Because leopard clown is one of those that you know, it's one of those combos that you really have to put busier patterns in to make appealing for me personally, because it's so reduced.
Yeah.
So seeing one that busy is really
All
cool.
right. Well, as usual, I got stuck shut on my end. This is Spot Nose Voodoo Clown.
Yo,
I really like what Voodoo's doing with the clown.
it's
That's
almost
cool.
confusion ass right there. It's
Yeah, it
almost,
does look very confusionish, but this is just
Yeah.
straight Spot Nose Voodoo Clown.
man, they need to. Oh my god, there's so much that needs to be done with voodoo.
It almost looks Batman-y on its own too, you know. You could
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
say,
it kind of looks like a Confusion Batman, but
yeah, you can
pretty
almost say
wild.
it's similar, but it's easier to hit.
Yeah,
But yeah, she actually just shed, so I'm surprised she had a little stuck shed on her head.
yeah, she's good size.
Oh yeah, she's getting there. Yeah, she's a big girl.
Nice.
So
So
voodoo, you working a lot of voodoo, Troy?
I do work quite a bit of voodoo. Since we're on it, let me see.
If anybody didn't catch the voodoo episode, we had Bob Vu himself on, so go back and watch that episode. It was amazing.
Yeah, this is a Cypress Voodoo hat clown.
Hmm.
Nice.
I like what it did to the keyholes.
Yeah, just kind of blew them all out.
That's where you really see it in this combo. That and the blushing and the color.
I hit one with fire as well, but that snake actually, a buddy of mine, John at Black Rock Balls, he kind of made me an offer I couldn't refuse and was willing to pay that I don't want to sell it price, so she went with him.
Well,
So
fair enough, right?
yeah,
Love to hate those, eh?
yeah.
Love to
Like,
hate those.
you're like, damn it, I should have put a higher price.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like, man.
yeah, I've been working with John for a long time, so
No,
I
not
didn't
to
want to
get
beat
more
him up
money,
too
just
bad about it.
Yeah, not to get more money, just to keep the snake, though.
Yeah. I
Like,
do that with a
damn
lot
it,
of mine.
That wasn't a high enough price to deter it. My one friend, he put a price on a snake, and I mean, it was like 3 times the amount what the snake should have sold for. And somebody was like, "Hey, I'll buy that right away." And there he's like, "Man, I shouldn't have even listed it," you know?
All right, this guy literally, she just hatched today.
Wow.
And I believe this to be a blackhead cinnamon calico super scrambler.
Wow.
Cool.
Cinnamon fat. Okay. Super scrambler.
I love how like minimized the pattern is.
That thing's gonna look wicked when it sheds.
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
That flaming, yeah, that really orange.
Yeah,
The
and
cinnamon's
scrambler
really
usually
gonna
does
make,
color up a lot. So
and I definitely have to point out the fact that cinnamon really plays into its name with the blushing. It definitely puts that more cinnamon tone into the blushing in these combos,
absolutely.
which back in the day when they named these mutations black pastel and cinnamon, you know, they said maybe it kind of had some cinnamon tones, but now we're really getting into that cinnamon coloration.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it's more. It should have been called like Black Rose or something because, like, it definitely brings up a whole lot of really cool reds and stuff as well.
Yeah, it's a color tone. Jared just said it. Like I feel like
Yep.
it's my favorite color tone right now, and I feel like it's one that we haven't seen much of until recently. Like I got a cinnamon Enchi special yellow belly het clown female that's just super red,
And it's like that like more cinnamon rusty red coloration,
and
right?
and I hit the exact same combo with black pastel, and it was complete. It was not even the same thing. Like I kept the cinnamon one over the black pastel one, and I like black pastel in a lot of things more than cinnamon.
All right, another tiny little baby. This is a Scrambler Hypopide.
Damn.
Troy, what are you doing with these tiny babies? Oh.
It just so happens that 3 of the coolest ones that have hatched out were all from like little boob eggs.
Yeah.
Of course, it's always that way.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what happens when you breed your females at 500 grams, right?
Yeah, never. I would
The
never do that.
hypo really interacts well with that scrambler
Jeez.
pattern.
Sure does.
It really
That's cool.
breaks it up and makes it kind of busier.
Yeah. Oh, Scrambler is definitely a real gene. I know for a fact I've convinced a lot of people when different combos sitting side by side at shows to show
Yep.
them the difference of what it looks like with and without the Scrambler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I had to become a believer myself. I didn't doubt it. I just had to, I had to convince myself through enough
So,
evidence. And then once I saw it, I saw it. I was like, oh, 100%. And it didn't take long. It took a couple comparisons from somebody that had enough of it in their collection. That's really all it takes.
I was very similar until I started seeing combos like Troy just Scrambler Hypopide. Okay, when it's a 5 gene animal, it's OD, it's
Yeah.
sugar, it's this, and it's Scrambler. It's like, well, what, But when
Yeah.
it's Scrambler Hypopide, OD Scrambler, it's like, oh shit, okay. Now I
another
can see
fresh hatch.
it.
So this, I believe, especially after it sheds, I'm pretty sure this is a red gene eternal flame.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Are you working Red Gene isolated a lot?
A little bit here and there, but I really wanted to put it with Scrambler because it does a lot of similar stuff. So this actually could be Scrambler Eternal Flame Red Gene,
It
and I
does have a
think it
lot of lift.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Red Gene the only difference between this one and the one you showed earlier?
Yes, Red Gene would be the difference. Now this snake hasn't even shed. A lot of the Eternal Flame stuff kind of looks like this when it hatches, just not this pink, this pinkish orange. Usually there's still a lot more stark orange. Pattern completely different on this animal though.
Yeah.
So when the other one hatched out, was the pattern this color, creamy coloration, and then it went white like
No.
calico sugars typically
Uh,
do?
yeah, so over time the calico definitely whitens and whitens and whitens, but they've never looked like this though out of the egg. That red, this, like I'm really sure this is Red Gene. I just have to wait till it sheds to make sure that I feel confident with everything else. But Scrambler also always, like I said, almost always throws that. See that pattern change right here in the tail?
Yeah, the
Like it
color at the
almost
tail.
always throws that kind of ringerish, that
Yeah.
ringer looking tail. So pretty sure this is Red Gene Scrambler Banana Calico Cinnamon Inchy.
That's amazing, Troy. Congrats.
Right?
So,
Awesome.
and that is egg fresh too. So, yeah.
Even if you missed on one of those genes, I mean, that animal blows it out of the park. And then if you did miss on one, it's like, man, what is it going to look like when you do get it?
Yeah.
I like how the calicos and the sugars typically start off a little bit like, a little bit vanilla looking and then pinkish looking, and then they start losing that color to white.
So this is a cinnamon orange dream yellow belly dreamsicle.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
After this one, Troy, grab
Yep.
your number one snake that you want to show off for the final impact.
Like better than stuff I've already shown?
I know,
I
you
know
throw
you
it
got
out
it
like
hiding.
that.
Yeah. Let me take a quick look, but I think I might already blew my wad on what I would
All right,
probably
well,
really like to show off.
let's do the 3 top ones on the table, 3 favorite on
It
the
could
table.
be ones you already showed, anything.
Yeah, ones we've already showed.
Yeah.
Just like a recap for anybody that joined a little later.
Yeah. Maybe from now on, we just got to tell people don't show you the best stuff until last. I don't know, because this was crazy.
It's hard to do that when you have 2 amazing collections.
Yeah.
Like, everything that they pull out is like, whoa. That was like a pause in itself.
Oh man, yeah, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'll show this guy. All right. Unfortunately, one of these boys is in shed, but you can kind of really see the difference what age does.
Yo,
So this is more what they look like when they hatch, and this
Oh
is what they
wow,
become. But he is in shed right now.
man, you hit gold with that.
that's a crazy transformation
But
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because you would think from the baby that as it ages, the color would bleed and it would get less contrast, but it does the opposite, and it
So
just
yeah,
gets
yeah,
darker.
yeah. As they age, this just really the dorsal just gets more and more orange, and the whites just get more and more white,
Yeah,
all the
and
way into extreme adulthood.
the definition between the white and the orange just cleans up even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
But this
said
is.
you went to Siri.
I'm sorry.
You went to Siri, right?
To the Southeast Reptile Expo.
Yep.
Yeah, we've ended it.
And did you enter any of those into the competition?
Yes, I did, and they did not win.
That's a shocker to me. That one of those didn't win. I didn't see which one won the Kodam. I saw which one won the recessive one though.
Yeah, the recessive, the Krypton one from
Yeah.
Shane.
What one did win the Kodam?
I'm not sure. It was something from Moose there at Great Balls of Fryer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah. Oh, Nicole, did you grab a couple of your favorites?
Yeah, I got a couple that I
All
didn't
right.
show yet.
beautiful. It's the final hurrah here.
The final hurrah.
Maybe it's gonna be tough to top.
I know, I already showed most of the pretty exciting stuff this year. Alright, you ready? Other camera.
What's up, Travis?
So I started to show this guy. Unfortunately, he is in shed, but this is definitely my highlight of the year. And this is oh my goodness, a male black axanthic desert ghost hypo possible hepide. I'm pretty
Powerhouse.
sure he doesn't have any tracks, so we'll see if he proves out.
Yeah.
But very happy to hit a triple in a male as
That's a
well.
true powerhouse for sure, especially if he's het.
This one hasn't eaten yet, but this is another one that I haven't posted yet.
Can we mute
But
Troy?
That's weird.
Oh, I got you.
this is a male desert ghost monarch possible hepide with tracks.
Oh, buddy. You said male?
Yep. So there's I'm pretty sure he'll prove hepide.
Oh yeah. Is that one hold back?
Oh yeah. That's exactly what I was shooting for. And
Beautiful.
oh my god, he hasn't eaten yet, but he's got some energy.
That's gorgeous.
Pretty excited about that.
It's
And
so
then
reduced near the
just
tail.
a couple fun ones. Just a couple fun, colorful
Oh,
ones
just a couple.
to end the day.
So what do we got on the
Hurricane.
left? Oh, okay.
Okay, Hurricane. Pretty sure Hurricane Spot Nose Mojave Yellow Belly Hypo male.
Okay.
And a banana sugar orange stream hepide.
Nice.
Jeez, that's high express. That sugar line is amazing. You've done a great job selectively breeding that sugar line.
Thank you. I really, really like how they came out.
The highest expression sugars that I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, DJ Reptiles for Centuries, he's got the only other collection of sugars that I would say has that really high selectively bred expression.
I agree.
So, thank you guys for an amazing episode full of some amazing snakes. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with us and talking snakes for the night. And hang out for us in the back and we'll catch up with you in a few minutes. But everybody tuning in tonight, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, become a channel member, and definitely tune in next week. It's going to be an awesome episode. But tomorrow we have Balls and Things with Mary at Rec Room Snakes. So you definitely want to tune in and do not miss that. And then before Balls and Things, we got the More Fourth family. So check them out. And we're going to catch you guys next week. We'll see you later.
See you guys.